All right, Salakia for the interruption. Having some technical difficulties. That happens sometimes with the technical difficulties, but even if the camera goes off, if we don't have any camera or what have you, then we'll just have to continue without it because it says the proper side to the wind. So if the cams don't go on video, at least it's going to go, at least the wind's going to carry it somewhere. Ooh. You want to finish?
Obadiah.
Yeah, get that Obadiah. Then I'll get some other stuff for you. That way, you know what. I'll give you a minute to look for that stuff. So we were talking about Obadiah. Brother was reading from the book of Obadiah. So he's going to continue where he left off at concerning Edom and Mount Seir and how Mount Seir is present in America through through the architecture and their buildings. You want to continue with that?
Obadiah. Verse 3. The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee, that thou dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
The national symbol of the United States is the eagle.
And
go ahead, brother.
Though thou exalt
thyself.
Though thou exalt thyself as thy eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence.
They're satellites. I'm sorry.
That's it. Thence will I bring thee down, says Yahweh.
They're nest among the stars.
Yep.
That means that they're satellites, man. And a nest goes back to a position of basically a position in war. Okay? Why you call a machine gun nest? Okay? They even call, I forget what the movie was, but they called one of the satellites a nest. Okay? And it was a weapon. Alright? So they not only have defensive, but offensive, but defensive weapons also, which is their satellites and their spying technology. Okay? That's why you got cameras all over the goddamn place. Alright? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 5. If these came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Will they not have stolen till they had enough?
That's Esau's greed, man. It's talking about the greed of the Edomites. Okay? Because most times, man, back in the ancient times, a thief would come and steal what they needed. And then they would leave. But Esau would come and steal the whole goddamn grape field. And kill you and take over your farm.
Right. In the scripture, it talks about they have more than their
their bellies or hearts could desire.
That's it. Goddamn devil.
They ain't gonna just come and steal a couple grapes to fill their belly, man, for the next couple days. They gonna come kill you and take your whole goddamn farm. Okay?
I mean, they're proving it right now, the elites. Like, they got everything.
Trillions. Hundreds of trillions.
They're not satisfied. They want to go ahead and put the plum juice all up in Jacob.
The plum juice.
You know what I'm saying, though?
That's a lot.
Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, they have everything already.
That's what Elder Malcolm up in Chicago said. What do they call it? The Vila de Milo. The Vila de Milo juice. They want to put up in you. We can't say the actual words because they'll cut our damn videos off.
Verse 5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
Through these scriptures. Through the understanding of these scriptures.
That's right.
Okay?
We're making Esau bare right now.
Butt naked. Hey, Esau can't hide anymore. You know? The nation of Edom, the so-called white man, can't hide who he is anymore, man. You know?
That's right. And at the end it shall
All right.
speak. And it's speaking.
It is speaking. You know? The nation of Edom has been found out. The mystery of iniquity has been revealed. And now he's pushing the Vila de Milo, as Elder Malcolm says.
That's right.
All right? And the next thing you know, he's going to be pushing the MOB. Okay? Got some more meat, just meat on that.
Yes, sir. Verse 7. Verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
The Psalms, the 83rd chapter, crew. And you can read that. Psalms 83. We're not going to bring it up. We all know who the hell they are. All the players. All right?
And prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
They that eat thy bread. So all of these damn countries, all of these nations, all right, that have eaten your philosophies, that have taken on your philosophies. Okay, read that one part again, the last part.
Obadiah, verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy
The 83rd chapter, crew.
have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
The men that were at peace with thee, these other nations, because, see, if you hit my car, you won't be parked there, dude. Yeah, read that again. He's being a fucking asshole. Yeah. The men that were at peace with thee,
All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men were at peace with thee,
the men that were at peace with thee,
have deceived thee, and prevailed against thee.
so all the nations that are mentioned in Psalms the 83rd chapter, let me read that, a matter of fact. Let me get it. Since people got smirks and smiles on their goddamn faces.
Well, you know, just bringing out the main
Huh?
shit against the ass. I knew it was coming eventually.
Yes, sir. Psalms 83. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Well, them demons. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Yahweh Yoshai.
Right.
Them demons start going crazy, boy. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. The children of Israel, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians are thy hidden ones. The children of Israel, okay, that's now becoming common knowledge all over the earth, but people in America still don't want to believe that, okay? But they're going to find out real soon that that's the truth. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. And what did they do? They cut us off from being a nation by calling us black, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Indian. These are all derogatory terms. That's not a nation. There ain't no damn nation called black.
God bless.
Puerto Rico means rich poor, or poor to rich. Okay?
Morning.
Good morning. How you doing? For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. Psalms the 83rd chapter. Verse 6. The tabernacles of Edom, the nation of Edom, the Edomites, the so-called white man, and the Ishmaelites, the Arabs of Moab, the Chinese, and the Hagarenes, which are Arabs, all of these people, Gabal and Ammon, the Ammonites, which are the Japanese, Amalek, the chief house of Edom. Okay? Those people over in Jerusalem right now calling themselves Jewish and Israeli. All right? Those are the nationalities. 18 nations on this earth. And they say there's a couple hundred. That's a bunch of bullshit. And Amalek and the Philistines, which are Hamites. So-called blacks are not Hamites. We're not Africans. We're Israelites. With the inhabitants of Tyre, Assur also joined with them. They have helped the children of Lot, Selah. Okay, so all of these, read that again so I can get that, so they can get an understanding. They can listen if they want to. They have them smirks on their fucking faces. What happened? You lost it. That's all right, brother. That's all. Oh, did you? That's all right, bro. That's all right. Yeah, because that's the first time you brought that out since I've been with you. So, yeah, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? All right.
Obadiah, verse 7. All the men of that confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have this.
Take your time. Yeah, all right. The men that were at peace with thee. The Psalms, the 83rd chapter crew, outside of Edom.
That's right, brother.
Have deceived thee.
They have deceived thee.
And prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee.
And what are these other nations doing? Eating your bread, your philosophies. Okay?
There is none understanding in him.
Continue. Just go ahead and continue reading.
Shall I not in that day, says Yahweh, even destroy the wise men out of Edom?
The wise men out of Edom. All right?
And understanding out of the mount of Esau? And thy mighty men.
Yep. Yeah. And the Temanites.
And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed. That's the Germans.
Yeah, the Germans.
Shall be dismayed to the end, that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
Mount of Esau should be cut off by slaughter. Why? Because they took the children of Israel and they put them in a hard bondage. And when they were supposed to let them go, they continued it. Instead of it being physical, it became mental. All right? Financial. Got some more?
Verse 10. For thou violence against thy brother Jacob.
Esau's violence against his brother Jacob. We read that in the 25th chapter of Genesis.
Shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt cut off forever.
And that shame is taking place right now. A lot of that shame is taking place now. Because now you want to be nice. You want to help us. You want to give us the jab. You know, for free.
We'll give it to you first.
Yeah, we want to give it to y'all first.
Yeah.
You know, because they want that birthright back.
Yeah, brother.
They're not going to get it back. You know, they're not worthy of it because they couldn't even fast. They had to beg for some raw goddamn meat from their brother Jacob.
Never trust thy enemy.
That's
man.
right.
You know, they did that shit to the Indians.
All right, 500 peace treaties and then broke all of them
Right.
without any provocation. You know?
Verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
Thou shalt be cut off forever.
And they will be.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is that which follows.
They are going to be cut off forever after that 1,000 years of pure, hardcore slavery.
Right.
Okay.
And that word world, when I say the end, that Esau should be the end of the world, that word world is eon, which means age.
Right.
All right? You got oikomene, you got cosmos, and you got eon, which means age.
And the age of their world is almost up. Okay?
And Esau still got smiles on their faces like this shit is a joke. But when this goddamn economy collapses, boy, they're gonna be running for their fucking life.
Verse 11. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captives, his forces and his foreigners enter into his gates.
That's the Babylonians taking down the children of Israel, and Edom were servants to us. Okay? When the Babylonians came in, what did they do?
And cast lots upon Jerusalem. That's where people were a place.
Yeah, they were taking our people captive and selling them.
Even thou waste has one of them, but thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction.
Like I just said, when the Babylonians came and took us down, the Edomites helped them. Even though we didn't treat them like shit like they treat us today. Okay? They've helped the Babylonians take down our people.
Yeah.
Okay?
Hey,
Continue,
that's
brother.
what
Okay.
Esau did. They took on the Babylonian
Customs, exactly.
You know, they're so demonic, man. They done stole the Babylonians. They done stole Satan from the Babylonians.
They don't even have their own goddamn customs. man.
How do you
They're
still-
following the customs of Egypt, Babylon, Assyrians.
Right. How do
You
you
see?
steal Satan from the other? How do you steal Satan from the Babylonians?
Yo, you know what I mean? Yo. They stole a demon and
you
shit.
know what I'm saying?
You know what
Like
I'm
that
saying?
shit's crazy.
Alright. Stole a
Goddamn
demon.
devil. Anyway, they took on the Babylonians' customs. Okay? They're all in bed together.
Right. Psalms the 83rd chapter. You know?
Verse 12. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of the brother in the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people.
Yeah, you shouldn't have stole our shit. You shouldn't have came into our places where we dwell, man, with the nation of Babylon to help them steal our stuff, our property, that you still have to this day. The elites of Edom have all the relics that belong to the children of Israel.
Yeah, they say it's in that where
The Vatican.
That's right, bro.
It's in Vatican City, underneath all of our records, man. They have all our records underneath the Vatican. They know who the hell we are. Okay? And he thinks he's going to continue to hold on to our stuff, but he's not.
Fucking Pope John Poop. That's what it is.
Pope John Paul at 15.
Right.
Pope John. Shit. Yeah.
In the day of their calamity. Calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their afflictions in the day of their calamity. That's a tongue twister from me, brother.
That's all right, brother. That's all right. I know what you're talking about. So there's a lot of other brothers, so you ain't worried about it. Fuck these people.
Nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity.
Laid hand on our substance, like I just said. Came in with the Babylonians and stole our belongings.
You know what I'm saying? Verse 14. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape.
Yeah, and the Babylonians, when they were trying to catch us, the Edomites, the nation of Edom, okay, were telling them where we were at, talking shit, you know,
Yep. Neither
pointing us out, you know what I mean? You know? and giggling and laughing and thinking everything was a joke because they had us in derision at the time. Oh, we got them now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was all prophecy, though.
yeah.
You know.
But look what's happening to the United States. You're getting ready to have a fucking food shortage because they got container ships lined up offshore because the bankers and everybody else don't want them to bring them because they want you people to go through hell.
Yep.
Okay?
Systematically.
That's right.
It's all done. It's all ridiculous programming.
And that all they're doing is setting this place up for failure.
Yep. And you Jakes ain't ready.
You know? And you Edomites ain't ready either. Nobody, none of you piss shit. We're in the truth.
Yeah.
Trying to do our best and we ain't ready.
You know what I'm saying?
You know? But all these people with these smirks and smiles on their face, they better get some good fucking running shoes, boy. Cause in this very soon, in this near future, you're gonna do a lot of goddamn running. Okay? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 14. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. For the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen.
The day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen, the 83rd chapter crew, and the Israelites, because he's going to start at his own house. Okay? He's going to start with the children of Israel, because they're going to feel this before anybody else. Alright? But when they start feeling it, you can bet your ass that you're going to start feeling it too, because they coming to get your ass. Alright?
As they, verse 15, for the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee.
That's right.
Thy reward shall return upon thy own head.
What is your reward? What is your reward, Esau, Edom, Psalms the 83rd chapter crew?
Gotta drink that same cup double.
You're going to have to drink twice as much as we did. Okay? You're going to have to go through that goddamn, that hardcore slavery, and you're going to go through twice as long with twice the ass kicking from people with spiritual power. That's horrible. Okay? But you're going to have to deal with that. Because we did. But you didn't have no spiritual power. You know? Well, kind of, because you use your philosophies and your media, okay, and your laws, all right, and your wicked ass churches, you know, to fucking to destroy the minds of the children of Israel, man. The fools, okay. That could go into spiritual. So yeah, you did have a low level of spiritual power to manipulate the minds of the people. That's why a bunch of people are running to get jabs because they're scared.
Yeah.
So, okay, granted. But our spiritual power is going to be way different, bro. Brother, like other Manatazak, down in South Carolina says, brother, with your nose all across your face. Esau's getting ready to catch it, man. You see?
After all, they are
our brothers.
our wicked brother.
Yeah, you know, they're wicked twin brothers. You know what I mean? You know? You want to finish reading that?
For the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathens. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head.
Slavery.
For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink and they shall swallow down.
They shall drink and they shall swallow down.
And they,
Okay?
and they shall be as though they had not been. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be a holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. That's right. We're getting our shit back.
That's right.
All right. And all the shit that they got showing you that they never have enough. They want to paint our cities with gold.
That's right.
That's a lot of gold, man. That's a lot of gold. So we're getting all that back. Goddamn devils. Verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be fire,
Going to be a fire.
and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble.
The house of Jacob, that's the southern kingdom, the so-called blacks. All right? And the house of Joseph, the northern kingdom, the so-called Latinos and Native American Indians, are going to be a fire and a flame. And the house of Esau shall be for stubble. All right? So the house of Esau is going to be a pile of goddamn wood, and we are going to we're going to put fire to your asses, man. You know? Because you've done that to us. That's your reward returning upon your own head. All right? Because you can get a righteous reward. We're going to end up getting a righteous reward. Okay? That's our reward, man. That's our reward. For coming out here and doing what we're doing, we're going to get a reward. Okay?
Yes, sir.
That's salvation. Now the reward of the wicked, what is that? That's that fire and that's that flame. All right? That's you people getting your judgment, your own reward, your slavery. You know, your hard bondage that we had to go through, you're going to get that as a reward, returned upon your own head. Okay? You want to continue reading, brother?
And the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau.
There shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau.
For Yahweh has spoken it.
And Yahweh has spoken it. So there ain't going to be any remaining of the house of Esau, because after that double punishment, we did 500 years. I don't know if the Lord's going to throw in the captivities in Rome and Greece. You know, that's a good question to ask one of the elders. You know what I mean? But if it's not, we did 500 years in this wicked ass nation in captivity, a hardcore bondage. And you're going to do 1,000 years. And after that 1,000 years, you're going to be rounded up. Okay? You're going to be, all the Edomites are going to get rounded up, and you're going to get put down. You're going to get burnt the fuck up. Okay? And the other nations are going to be put back in their own lands to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of the children of Israel. Mainly Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right? And if you don't follow those laws, statutes, and commandments as written, then you're going to get judgment. All right? You're going to get a harsh judgment.
Verse 19. Just a little bit more.
Go ahead, bro.
And they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain, the Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead.
Gilead. Yes, sir.
And the captivity of this host of the children of Israel shall possess that all of the Canaanites, even unto Zarephath, and the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in Sepharad. Salaki, if I'm saying that word wrong.
Sepharad. I think it's Sepharad. I think that PH is an F.
Okay.
Not sure, but yeah, we can both pronounce it wrong. Sepharad.
Shall possess the cities of the south. And saviors shall come up on the Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be Yahweh's. That's it.
That's all right, brother. We got it out. Amos, 2nd chapter, verse 11. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and in his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. But I will send a fire upon Teman, which shall devour the palaces of Basra. So when the Lord said the four transgressions, okay, that because you pursued your brother with the sword, and your sword was the blessing, all right, that sword being your blessing, you pursued your brother with the sword, you destroyed these other nations' philosophies with the sword, okay? The Most High is not going to turn away the punishment. All right? Esau, your punishment's not going to go away. I don't give a damn how hard you try.
The Lord, he's not a liar.
All right? I'm going to jump to... anything else? All right, well, I'm going to go to... you got the... you don't have the Apocrypha in there, do you?
I do have the Apocrypha.
Do you?
Yeah.
Get, trying to see here. We're gonna go and we're gonna get some second Esdras 15. You can get that, then I'll read some of 16 then. So you can start at the top on 15.
It's additions, huh?
Yes, sir. Because that's coming. It's definitely coming.
Second Esdras, chapter 15. This is where the brother's gonna be like, told him to wear them glasses.
Yeah. That's all right, man.
It's a small print. All right, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, says Yahweh Shai, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity, which means unfaithfulness, of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, says Yahweh Shai, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Speak now in the ears of my people. So we're out here telling the children of Israel that they're the Israelites. So-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians are the children of Israel, the 12 tribes. We're teaching our people that there are only 18 nations, okay, on this earth, contrary to popular belief, because of all the separation. We're still going, so. Because of all the separation and calling people derogatory terms like black and Puerto Rican, Dominican, Cuban, Guatemalan, Mexican, Indian, these are all bywords and proverbs. Okay? So we're out here to tell these people that there's only 18 nations, and 12 of those nations, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, are from the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay? And also that we are prophesying the return of a remnant of the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay? A small number of Israelites are going to return to understanding this truth. All right? And to prophesy just simply means to say before. All right? So we're out here telling you that these things that are going to take place are going to take place, whether you like it or not, and there is no praying them away. All right? Go ahead and continue.
Chapter 15, verse 6. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. What's going on this earth right now, man? All manner of abominations. Okay? You got shims running around out here in nightclubs, tricking men and taking them home. You know? You got, I mean, just, you got pedophilia, zoophilia, all kind of damn wickedness going on this earth, man. Murder, the murder rate's going up, skyrocketed. You know? You got them pushing a damn something into people's arms that they still don't know what the fuck the end result of that's going to be. Okay? World War III is getting ready to kick off. You got a president that can't remember his fucking name. You know, but he's telling everybody to do things that are contrary to the scriptures. You know, he's leaving military equipment with fucking terrorists. You know what I mean?
He said the president's shitting on himself and shit. He's
Yeah.
peeing on himself. You know, he's pooping on himself. You know?
The one video, he walking up talking about, I got my butt wiped. I got my butt wiped. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like, come on, man. I can't remember the scripture. I'm not even going to try to quote it. But it basically talks about the king. You know what I mean? The people being, oh, damn, lantern, whatever the hell it is. You know, the king of a nation, man, you know, is representative of their people. So if that's a representative of the people in America, you know what I mean? It's like y'all are just stupid, man. You're mindless goddamn zombies. Following a script, just like he is. You know? Because that's all he's doing is following a script. And he's trying to follow it carefully. I don't know how much medication they put him on to get him to read some of the shit that he's reading. You know? I don't even think it's the same goddamn person. Be honest with you. So go ahead, continue, bro. I'm getting off point. Talking about that damn fool.
That was
You know?
beautiful. Chapter 15, verse 6. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore says Yahushua, I will hold my tongue no more as touching the wickedness which they profanely commit.
Profanely commit, man. I mean, you can't even get into some of the stuff that these people have done. You know? You can't, you wake up every morning with phlegm in your damn throat because they're spraying chemicals in the air. Barium,
Yeah.
okay? Barium oxide that destroys your immune system. Okay? They put fluoride in the water that destroys your damn, it's poison. Okay? The food is, I don't even half the time, you don't even know what the hell you eat. Shit, I seen a video. Did you get that video I sent? The lady bit into a goddamn hamburger and it was a fucking rotten finger in it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was a rotten fingertip in a hamburger. This is over in Santa Cruz, California. Lady went and ordered a damn hamburger, bit into it, and it was a fucking human finger in it, man.
Esau don't see no problem with that. You let Esau tell it, he'll say his finger looking good.
His finger licking good. Yo, bro, look. Yo, listen. You know what I mean? You can't eat the food, the vegetables, the fruit.
That's right.
A lot of the fruit doesn't have seeds in it. Now, I try to eat fruit. I take a banana and 2 oranges to work, you know, carrots and other vegetables, man. But a lot of that stuff, you don't even know if it's real, you know? No, if it's genetically modified, you know? Thank you, brother. All right, bro. Take it easy.
Yup.
So we don't know what the hell we're eating half the time. You know what I mean? Especially when you're getting hamburger, when you're eating meat, you know, vegetables. A lot of that stuff's not even real, man. It's
Hey.
genetically modified.
The scripture says that we're going to be eating our food defiled
amongst the heathen.
Thank you, brother.
We're going to eat our food defiled amongst the heathen.
Yeah.
And what have we been eating for the last 10, 15, 20 years? We have no clue, man. You know? We could be eating shit that got spider DNA in it. Because I heard about that before, the corn. Being put, they put spider DNA in the fucking corn to keep insects away from it. You know?
Yeah. They go.
So, see you in the kingdom. I'm a son number one. Huh? You want to continue, brother, before we get in trouble?
Verse 8, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
The innocent and the righteous blood read that again, brother? Slacker.
The innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me,
The innocent and righteous blood crieth unto him,
and the souls of the just complain continually.
and the souls of the just complain continually. What do we do every day when we get off of work? What do you do, brother, when you get off of work?
Pray.
Before you get up and go to work.
I pray.
You know?
And I get into the word. You know, whether that's watching the elders, the apostles, you know, that's it.
And we complain.
But that praying is complaining.
Yeah, we pray every day, man. You know?
That's right.
And that's through our complaints also. You know?
Praying is to beg.
Yep.
You know, we're begging for the kingdom, for the downfall of this
Of
kingdom.
this place, so we can get out of here. You know? Because we're tired of this place, man. We're tired of eating the food. We're tired of being around these fucking people. We're tired of hearing all the complaints and shit. We're tired of every goddamn thing, man. Can't breathe the air out here. You know? Get up and go to work every goddamn day to pay bills. That ain't no life. That ain't living. You know? But the elites want to take more from us and make us into goddamn slaves. So what do you think that's going to bring? You know? Way more suffering. Making you do shit that you don't want to do. So we have to complain, man. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 9. And therefore, says Yahushua, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among thee.
I will surely avenge them. And what does he have to do to avenge us, man? He has to come and break us out of this prison. You see? That's what's coming, man. A prison break. And all hell is going to break loose when it starts taking place. Well,
Behold, my people is led as flock to the slaughter.
that my people are led as a flock to the slaughter. Because a lot of our people are going to take that jab. A lot of our people are going to take the MOB. A lot of our people are already conformed to this society. You know what I mean? Who's that sign at? They got Stockholm Syndrome. Let me read that for you real quick. Stockholm Syndrome, all right? Stockholm Syndrome, sometimes erroneously referred to as Helsinki Syndrome. It's a condition that causes hostages to develop a psychological alliance with their captors. A psychological alliance. All right? So when you have a lot of our people that come up to us and say, what about the white man? I haven't said a fucking thing about him. You know what I mean? We could be on a whole nother subject, and the first thing they'll come up and say is, what about the white man? But we're not talking about that right now. But can he be saved? You know? In order for you to find out that, you're going to have to listen. And a lot of our people don't, because they have a psychological alliance with their captors. And it's as a survival strategy during captivity these feelings resulting from a bond formed between captor and captives during intimate time spent together, especially you so-called Negro women, you know, that the nation of Edom comes running and knocks on the door, and the first person they want to talk to is the so-called black woman. They don't want to talk to the man in the house. Why is that? Because they know that that's the weaker vessel. All right? And they're going to conform to this society faster than the man would. And we saw that in the garden. You see? We saw that with Lot's wife. You see what I'm saying? Lot's wife, she wanted to go back to Sodom, wicked ass Sodom. You know? Why in the hell would you want to go back to a wicked ass place, man? And that's what a lot of our women are going to do, man. When this thing goes down, they're going to run and get them jabs. They're going to get them MOBs, going down to Egypt for help. Okay? And these people are they're going to be led as a flock to the slaughter. Simple as that. Okay? Continue reading, bro.
Verse 11. Verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. But I will bring
Salaki, go ahead, brother.
But I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretch out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before.
Now we know that America is known as spiritual Sodom and Egypt. It's also known as Assyria and the daughter of Babylon. Okay? So he's going to bring that the elect of Israel out of this place. Okay? With a sword slaughter, man. He's going to kill a lot of people doing it. All right? Continue reading.
And will destroy all the land thereof.
Like I just said,
Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail through.
and what's going on right now in the Midwest, the Corn Belt. Okay? These people have lost a lot of their produce, man. Hey, brother. They lost a lot of their produce during these floods. Okay, over in the wine country, they're losing wine. They're losing products that they need to use, make wine with, because of the fires. Okay, so you talk about droughts, fires, floods, and just the general lack of workers that they have to go and pick those things. Okay, because of COVID. They can't get workers to go pick it. Then they got the floods that destroyed a lot of the stuff. Fires that are burning up a lot of the wine country over there. So their seed is failing. All right? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 13. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting of hell. And with a fearful constellation, woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Woe. Woe means destruction. So destruction to the world and them that dwell therein. Okay? So the Most High, man, he's listening to the prayers of the elect. All right? He's listening to the prayers and the complaints of the children of Israel. And he's destroying this place systematically. And it's going to get worse. Way worse. So like I said earlier, buy some jogging shoes, because you people are getting ready to do a lot of fucking running. Okay? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another. And
Race wars. One people shall stand up to fight against another. Those are race wars. Okay? What do you think's happening right now? You got a division of Edomites wanting to fight against Edomites. Okay? Egyptian versus Egyptian. And like I said, this place is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. So don't get it misconstrued. We know what we're talking about. All right? The race wars are coming. And Esau is actually going to be fighting against his own goddamn people. Because of all of these mandates. You got police walking off their jobs. You got military walking out talking about they're not doing what they want them to do. Okay? That's creating division right there.
House divided cannot stand.
That's right. You know, you have one military chick talking about if you don't go in the house when I tell you to, talking mad shit on a video. Then you had another Edomite that was ex-military, and he broke it down to her. He said, listen, let me explain something. There's 12 million veterans of fighting age in America. He said if only half of those military veterans would stand up, that would mean that would be 6 men, 6 ex-military men to 1 active military duty men. Okay? So you're outnumbered. Your active duty is outnumbered 6 to 1. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to bring the UN in. Okay? The United Nations is coming.
Which is scripture.
That's scripture. All right? Those Chinese troops, the Russian Gurkha troops, the Germans. All right? There's some of them already here. Training. You know? So, go ahead and read again, brother. Read that again.
Verse 15. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another,
Race wars continue.
and swords in their hands.
Guns, baseball bats, actual samurai swords. Go ahead.
For there shall be sedition among men,
Sedition means they're gonna be snatching these damn governors and mayors and all these people of importance because they're not gonna regard their princes or their kings. Go ahead.
and invading one another,
Coming into your house, people are gonna kick your door down and come get your last can of beans and your handful of rice. Okay? And when they do that, they're not only gonna take that, they're gonna kill you, and they're gonna take your women and they're gonna rape them. All right? And at some point, if they're still hungry and they done raping and they're hungry from raping too much and doing what they want to do with your women, they're gonna fucking eat them too. Okay? And that's scripture.
Yep.
All right? Go ahead, brother.
They shall not regard their kings nor
I
princes,
just got done saying that. Go ahead.
and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
That sword, man. When they come kick your door down, they're not gonna come knocking nicely. Hey, excuse me, I wanted to see if you had some brown sugar. Nah, bro. It's gonna be 10, 15 people coming to kick your fucking door down. If you don't have that that covering over you, man, the Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is gonna put over the elect in these days. If you don't have that covering, man, you're pretty much ass out. All right? That they coming to kick your door down, you know, they might rape your wife, your daughter, your son, right in front, right there, while you tie it up. Decide, well, you don't have no food, you know, we're gonna have to eat somebody. Well, since you're a man, we're not gonna eat you. We're not gonna keep you alive. We don't have no need for you. We could sell these women and this little boy, you know. So,
No smoke.
man,
I
listen.
don't want to be part of none
Hey
of
man, I keep it real. I don't play that shit. I tell it like it is, cause you know what? These people need to hear that. You know what I'm saying? These people need to hear what exactly is going to happen to you. You know, if you don't get right. Okay? You want to continue?
Verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and not shall, and I'll read it again. Second Esdras 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city
A man shall desire to go into a city.
and shall not be able.
So you go up to New York right now, okay, and you go into certain restaurants. Guess what they telling you? You can't eat there unless you got that piece of paper. Okay, that's just the beginning. All right. So now let's say it's just restaurants. In the near future, very near future, when you go just to try to go across the bridges or through the tunnels, to get to New York. You may have to have that card. You see? In order for you to go to Columbia, in the city where we live, you know, to get past Wardstown Road, you might have to have that card.
And
You
if,
see?
if you're watching, and if you're measuring the times diligently, you can see where this is headed.
Right.
Because now, people's going to be coming up with fake cards.
Yep, yep,
You know.
yep.
So what do you think is going to happen? They're going to say, you know what? Do away with the cards.
That's right.
We want to put it right in your hand.
That's right. We want to be able to scan your hand
Right.
in order for you to come into this city. You know?
And you can't see that?
And not only that, when martial law starts, they're going to blockade all this shit. They're going to have so much stuff blocked off, you might not even be able to leave your neighborhood. You see? Because it's going to get that bad. It is going to get that bad. You see? Yeah. She'll be all right in the kingdom. She's going to be all right in the kingdom. Huh? Want to continue reading?
Come, verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed.
I just talked about that. The
And-
city shall be troubled and the houses shall be destroyed. Go ahead and continue, bro.
And men shall be afraid.
Men shall be afraid, not women. Men.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor.
I just talked about that. How your neighbor's not going to come asking for brown sugar. He's coming to take it. All right? That's the days that we're coming into. Every man for himself. Go ahead, bro.
But shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread.
Because of lack of bread. Go ahead, brother.
Like the brother was saying, you know, there's a lot of our goods is out there sitting on them.
The container ships, yeah.
Right. What do you? They're putting a stranglehold on this place. You know, they're putting a chokehold on this place, so to speak. Slowly. Man, when there ain't no food, the people lose it.
They're going to go crazy, man.
You know, you can probably live without your house. You know? That's easy, kind of. You know, yeah, shit, I'll be one of these bums on the street, but when it comes to that
Right.
food, woo! Man, that's a slow death, too, boy.
It is. Starvation is one of the worst ways to die, man. You know, outside of fire and drowning, starvation is probably the top out of those three.
Yeah, but
You know, because your body starts to eat itself. You know what I mean? Then you just laying there and can't do nothing, and your body is eating itself. I mean, can you think about that? You know what I'm saying? You know, it's consuming itself, man. You know. I mean, that's horrible, man. It's a horrible way to die, and a lot of people, man, I watched a documentary. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but if you get a chance, watch a documentary. The Donner Party should be on Discovery History Channel or Discovery Channel. The Donner Party. If you get a chance to watch that, check it out. Because these people, man, they were stuck in a snowstorm and they got stuck somewhere, and they had to resort to cannibalism.
I think I've seen that. Yeah.
You know,
They did a
so
movie on that.
yeah, I'm telling you, man, yo, that's when people get fucking hungry, man, they're gonna resort to some crazy stuff, man. You know, they're gonna be waiting for their family member to die. You know, they're like, oh, he's almost gone. They want to smother him tonight. Yeah, man, let's just go ahead and do it.
And the scripture says, woe to them that have babies in them days.
Yeah.
Because a baby, you know, they're like tender,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's crazy, bro.
There's meat, but it's no muscle. You know, it's the tender muscle, man. And these people, boy, what's that movie, Austin Powers?
Yeah.
When at the end, Fat Bastard, I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. That nigga was singing about the little midget. He wanted the baby back ribs. Get in my belly. Yo, man, yo, look. I'm telling your ass right now, man. Yo, these people just have no clue, man. That's a lock here. Go ahead, Kev. Go ahead and read, brother.
Verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread.
Spoil their houses with the sword. Go in there with a gun. Okay? And take all their shit. Go ahead.
And for great tribulation, behold, says Yahushua, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the risen of the sun, which is from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Libanians to turn themselves one against another.
Psalms the 83rd chapter, crew, are going to be fighting over in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, the Valley of Decision. That's what he's talking about. He shall call all the nations. Read that part again.
I will call together all the kings of the earth
That's right.
to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Libanus to turn themselves one against another
Yep.
And-
World War III.
and repay the things that they have done to them.
Done to them. Them is the children of Israel. That's the Psalms the 83rd chapter, crew, talking about he's going to call all the kings from the Psalms the 83rd chapter, crew, into the Valley of Decision to repay back the things that they stole from them. Who and the children of Israel is them, and all of their goods are going to be gotten back from them. Okay? Yeah, we got that point. We want to start reading 16. We want to grab some of it while I'm, we want to talk about some of it while I get it. Second Ezra, chapter 16. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
Yeah,
Good morning.
Babylonian,
Good morning.
that's America. Also, Assyria is America, spoken of in the Bible at sometimes.
Spiritually, Sodom and Egypt and Assyria.
Your destruction is at hand.
Verse 3. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back?
Hey, the Lord said destruction is going to happen at the end. Well, it's going to be, it's being said, it's speaking at the end. That their kingdom is going to become a downfall. Okay?
And who shall turn it back?
That's right.
Who's going to turn that sword back when it comes, man? Yahushua ain't going to turn it back. Okay?
I'm going to go ahead and read, brother.
Okay,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
let
Get
you
verse
break it
4,
down.
brother. Go ahead.
All right?
Yep.
I am not a good speaker, so
That's okay. I got you. Yeah, we'll
Chapters-
work up to that.
Yeah, we'll work on it.
That's right.
Chapter 16 and 4. When I was doing my lessons, I had to pick like star points. And then what am I speaking about in this chapter? That's how I
Oh,
do my
yeah, okay,
homework.
okay.
You know
That's
what I'm
all right,
saying?
brother. Man, you're getting the word is going out, man. You know what I mean? As long as that word is going out, no matter how you do it, man. We all got that, what is that, that penny? We all got that penny, or we all got the 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 10, whatever penny we got to use it. You know?
So, let me go ahead and read.
Go ahead, brother.
Chapter 16 and 4.
It's all good.
A fire is set among you, and who may quench it?
A fire is set among you, and who may quench it? All right. Right now, we're just dealing with a small fire, and that's dealing with all of the things that are taking place on the earth right now. Okay. All over the earth, a small fire is burning. Okay. And who's going to quench it? No one. Okay. The nation of Edom is not going to quench it. The Chinese or the Moab is not going to quench it. Ammon, the so-called Japanese, is not going to quench it. Ishmael, they're not going to quench it. Nobody's going to quench this fire, man. Nobody can put out what's going on right now.
Nah, it's too late.
You see?
The fire's already burned. It's too late. And they can't turn back now.
Yeah, they can't turn back. They gotta keep going. They gotta keep going.
And that's the Lord.
Yep, putting that spirit on them. That's right.
Verse 5. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away any hunger lion in the wood?
Can you drive away a hungry lion in the woods? Hell no. Just like this thing that's going on right now. You can't stop it. Okay? This worldwide event cannot be stopped like a hungry ass lion in the woods. Alright? And you're the prey. There ain't no birds, no sheep, no deer, no nothing in those woods. It's just you and that hungry ass lion. Okay? Go ahead, brother.
Or may any one quench the fire in stubble when it had begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer?
The arrow that is shot of a strong archer. It's talking about the flying sword. Okay? That flying sword is the nuclear missile. And we just got done reading that he's going to call together all the kings of this earth. Okay? And I just watched a short video yesterday about, the other day about Russia has a weapon that they can knock out the power grid of the whole United States with just that one missile. Okay? And once they do that, this place is crippled, man. The military's crippled, the people. You see? That's the strong archer that's being talked about right there. That strong archer is going to push them damn buttons and shut this power grid down, and they're going to come in here and what is that scripture? They're going to be like madmen, sparing none. Okay? That's what's coming to this place. Go ahead, bro.
A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it?
No one. When those nuclear missiles start heading over here, man, ain't nobody stopping that shit.
No.
You see? Nobody's stopping it.
He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder?
Who shall not be utterly beaten to powder? Okay? When these nuclear missiles start coming, man, guess what? That's the wrath of the Most High. Those are the weapons of his indignation, his righteous anger. Okay? That's righteous anger, man. Coming to a wicked ass nation, the nation of Edom. What time you got, bro? Oh, we good. We'll continue when we're done with this. We out.
Verse 11. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder?
Beaten to powder. I love that verse. You know what I mean? Go ahead, bro. You got something to say. I love that verse, bro. Who shall utterly be beaten to powder?
At his presence.
At the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai's presence, man. You know? That's what's coming. You see? Nigga over there pointing everything.
Verse 12. The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea arise up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled. Man.
Yeah, read that again.
Verse 12. The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea arises up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled.
The waves of it are trouble, man. You see?
And the fishes thereof also, before Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand,
For
That-
strong is his right hand, Yahushua.
that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss.
The arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss. Those are those nuclear missiles that are coming over here. Those flying swords that are being talked about in the scriptures. Okay? Because of all the wickedness that was done in this place, who has to pay for that? Somebody has to pay for that, man. And somebody's going to pay for it.
When you look at some of the faces, like
You see
some
her?
people know.
Scared as shit.
Some people know.
Scared as shit.
You know,
Yep.
a lot of them know.
Oh yeah.
You know, you
Oh,
can
yeah.
see, you can see it in their faces.
You goddamn right. You see that? You see the look on their face, man?
Like, oh,
Right.
there they go.
Yeah.
They're the ones that be on YouTube.
Yeah. Those are the Hebrew Israelites from YouTube.
Yep.
Them
Yep.
guys are saying some shit that's real for real. They telling the truth.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, we know what's going on. We're the prophets of doom. Ain't that what Trump said? Huh?
Read 13 over, yeah. Man.
Yes, sir.
It kind of threw me off because I looked up
And I was looking at her face.
and she was like,
Oh my God. Oh God. Oh God.
yeah. She was looking, but then when we looked up, she didn't want to look.
Yeah.
She was like,
Yeah, she kept on looking though.
she know, they knew.
They knew the boy that was driving. You could see it on his face. Scared. No, we ain't mocking them. No, we ain't laughing. You know? Because that's the spirit that's in this place, man. There's some people, there's some Edomites that are still proud. There's a lot of Edomites and Israelites that are proud as hell right now. You know what I mean? But a lot of these people know that something is wrong. Okay? They know that something's getting ready to happen. Something that's out of their control. It's no longer the United States of America. Okay? Not when you have to wear a goddamn mask down down the street. People are driving in their car with masks on by themselves.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know? Go ahead, brother. Try to end this.
Yep. Verse 13. For strong in his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that be shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss. When they begin to be shot into the ends of the world, behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again, until they come upon the earth.
Sorry, I'm still out here, bro. Can you jump to verse 18 and then read down to 23 and then jump over to 37? So 18 to 23 and then 37 and
I'm not going to be reading verse 15.
all right.
Did I read down to 23, you said?
Yeah, and then I want you to jump over to 37.
Got it. Verse 15. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it continue the foundations of the earth. Like as the arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again.
The plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return. Okay? So these things that are happening right now aren't going to go away. They're going to get worse. All right? That's that fire. All right? That fire is not going to be quenched. These events are not going to get better. They're going to get a hell of a lot worse.
These are
Okay.
the beginning of sorrows.
The beginning of sorrow. That's right, brother. Go ahead. Continue.
Verse 17. Woe is me! Woe is me! Who will deliver me in those days?
That's Edras, scared as hell, because he saw the vision. All right?
Knowing he was going to be back
Yeah,
in his
yeah.
bed. You know? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and the great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
When all of these things start taking place, the sorrow, the sword, great death, great mourning, not able to bury your own family members because all hell is breaking loose. What is woe? He said, woe, it's him. He saw it. This is a prophet. This is a man of the Lord. scared to death, because he don't think he's gonna make it out of this. Okay? So what more you people that don't have nothing to do with this word? How much more is the destruction gonna affect you? You see? You know? We're trying our best to serve the Lord, man. But we still gonna have to go through this shit just like everybody else is, and we don't know what's gonna happen to us. Yeah, we might die. You know? But then again, we might not. You see? We got a better chance than all you goddamn people with smiles on your faces. You know? Or even ones that are walking by that act like they don't want to hear this, that of our people. You know? We got a better chance than all of them. Go ahead.
Verse 19. Behold, famine and plagues, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourge.
Are sent as scourges for amendment.
Yeah.
Scourges for amendment.
I'll read that over.
Go ahead,
Verse
bro.
19. Behold, famine and plagues, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
Scourges, punishment. For payback, man. Amendment. You're paying for, that's your payment, man. For your wickedness. Okay? So the sword, famine, great death are going to be paybacks, man, for your sin. For your wickedness. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 20. But for all those things, they shall not turn from the wickedness.
All those things, everything that's going on right now. Okay? The lockdown last year. All right? You got to have a card to go into a restaurant to eat. You see? World War III getting ready to kick off. And you people are still proud. You people still don't want to listen. You don't want to give ear. You want to continue in your wickedness, man. And the Most High is going to make sure that you understand that everything that you have done, you know what I mean? This is going to be your payback. All right? Go ahead and read.
Nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
Sword, famine, and great confusion. A lot of these people are confused as hell about what's going on right now. Okay? And the sword is getting sharpened, man. The sword is getting sharpened, and you people are confused as hell. You know? So it's going to make an easy fucking work of you. The Most High, through Esau, is going to make a sore slaughter of you people, man. They're going to run right through you. Because you don't have a clue what's going on. Go ahead.
For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall be sword destroyed. Verse 23. And the dead shall be cast out as dung.
The dead shall be cast out as dung. I said that earlier, that a lot of people ain't even going to get to bury their family members, man. You know? They're going to be laying out back of the house, stinking. All right? Stinking up the neighborhood. So that's what's coming to this place. You know, a lot of death and a lot of plagues are going to come along with that death. Because dead bodies and plagues go hand in hand, man. If you know anything about Haiti, and over in, I think it was over in Southeast Asia somewhere where the earth, 250,000 people died, you know? 200,000 people died in Haiti from the earthquake a few years back. You know, they started getting all kind of plagues, man. That came along with the dead bodies. You know? So that's what's coming. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 23. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down.
Jump over to 37.
Second Esdras 16 and 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. And when a woman with a child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours, or her birth great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment.
Now, when we were talking to, there was what appeared to be an Edomite woman that came to the camp before we started recording. And we were talking to her about the sign and about lineage, basically telling her, I asked her what her father, her line went back to, and she, she was talking about her mother's lineage and her father's lineage, and I told her, I said, well, you're standing there, you're asking questions, there's a possibility you could be an Israelite, because people that buck up against the truth come up here with vain philosophies or what have you, but she didn't do that. She came up and listened. And when I was trying to just explain to her what was going on right now, I used that same scripture to give her an understanding that the birth pains of this place has begun. Okay? And just like a woman that's having a child, those birth pains get worse and worse and worse over a short period of time, sometimes long period of time. But the Lord said that he was going to shorten the time, because if he didn't, no flesh would be saved. So these birth pains are going to start getting worse and worse and worse and worse over a very short period of time. Okay? Go ahead and continue reading, bro.
Verse 38. As when a woman with a child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment.
Jump down to 40.
2nd Esdras 16 and 40. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth.
Be as pilgrims on the earth. Now, when all of these things start taking place, when there ain't no damn job to go to because they shut the doors, all hell's breaking loose out here, okay? There ain't no grocery stores open, so you don't really got any food to eat, People, some of these people are going to be out here roaming around just like pilgrims, man. We're going to have to go from place to place to find stuff to eat, find places to sleep, That's what that's talking about. Oh, my people, hear my word. When Yahushua said, when you see Jerusalem compassed with armies, flee to the wilderness. Because that's what we're going to have to do, man. Literally. You know what I'm saying? And I've done videos down in the woods on the trails. Telling brothers, this is some of the stuff that we're going to have to do, man. Get used to stuff like that. Go down there and get used to the surroundings.
Right. And that's why you got to be in the word. Because knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of our time.
That's right.
And if you're in the word, you should know that his servant shall eat
That's
in the
right.
last days. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that's why you're supposed to get as much as you can. As much as you can.
Yeah,
For the time, the evil time that's coming.
Like the brother from down Mississippi, Kazak, brother Kazak from GMS in Mississippi. And when they were talking about, brothers were going to eat, I think it was him, Salakia, if I'm wrong. But even though all of the brothers talk about this kind of stuff, that the other brother from Salakia for the demon. You know what I'm saying? But other brothers, I think it was actually the brother from North Carolina, Salakia, I can't remember your name. He got some fire videos, but he was talking about how, we might be out in the woods somewhere, man, and fish might start jumping out of a damn lake that we're sitting by. They might just start jumping out on the lake onto the damn shore. Big ones, not no fucking minnows or no bluegills, He said that there might be a deer stuck in a trap or in a tree, right there waiting for us. You know what I mean? For our dinner, for a couple days. Yeah, they all over the place. So, just like the scriptures say that my servant shall eat, because those are the things that are going to take place. Okay? All right?
That's it.
Yeah. Come on by, bro. We got you. You know what I mean? You know, but Salakia for that. Go ahead, you want to finish that up, brother? Read down to 46.
Yep. Second Ezra 16 and 40. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. Verse 42. He that occupieth merchandise as he that have no profit by it, and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein.
So don't go try to be a super prepper, and don't go try to build some damn, don't go try to build some bunker. You know what I mean? You know, if you want to get something, you got an SUV, go get you a mattress, because you might have to sleep in that motherfucker down in the woods. Go get a couple sleeping bags. You know, a couple cans of damn soup, a couple, you know what I mean? Get some things, because, it's going to get tough. We ain't telling you to be super prepper Johnson. You know what I mean? We're telling you to be circumspect, man. Use your goddamn mind. Because there's a short period of time that you may get to stay in your home. And then again, you might not. Depending on your circumstance. The Most High might put you out of your home as soon as this thing starts. Or he may keep you there for months. You know? But you got to go on the faith, man. You can have those things, but you still have to have faith to keep them. You know what I mean?
Verse 43. He that soweth as he should not reap, so also he that planteth the vineyard, as he that shall not gather the grapes. That marry as that shall get no children. Verse 44. They that marry as they that shall get no children, and they that marry not as the widows. And therefore that the labor in vain. Verse 46.
So like I said, you're gonna labor in vain, man, trying to keep those things. Trying to be super prepper, trying to plant a vineyard, trying to build a house, trying to build a bunker. You're gonna do those things in vain, man. You know, because the scripture said, be as a pilgrim. You see? Be as a pilgrim on the earth when these things start taking place. You know? Because a lot of these preppers are saving food for the elect, man. You know? Their basements, just like the scriptures say, that their houses shall be destroyed, man, by the sword. With men with swords. You know? Because that's what's coming to this place. Well, I think we should be good there, bro. Okay. You know what I mean?
We'll read 46 and 47.
47, go ahead, bro.
Yep. Verse 46. For strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, as the brother was saying, overthrow their houses and take their children captive.
Wow.
For in captivity and famine shall they get children. Verse 47. And they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons.
I just got done saying, I'm glad you said to read that, brother. I'm glad you said read that. So, we got into Esau, and then the Spirit led us into another direction, which is great, you know what I mean? Because it basically corresponds with what's going on, man, with the downfall of the nation of Edom.
That's right.
And what we have to do, man. You know? So with that, we're going to end our camp with all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakal Kadash. And again, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to the Ak and the Akwat that are listening and learning, and to all those foreigners, those speckled birds, scattered amongst the nations. Shalom to you also. Shalom.
Shalom.